Good day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. Today we're going to be doing a comparison test of the Hero 10 Black against the Hero 9 Black. With the release of the Hero 10, GoPro introduced Hypersmooth 4.0, so we're going to do various demonstrations testing out Hypersmooth 4.0 against Hypersmooth 3.0. Now before we get started here, I just want to mention a couple things. First of all, these are not very scientific tests, so keep that in mind, but usually they're good enough to get a good feel for the stabilization capabilities. On both cameras I was recording at the highest resolution possible, so the Hero 10 Black I was recording at 5.3K and the Hero 9 Black at 5K. In all tests, boost was enabled and we were filming at 30 frames per second. And one last thing here, I usually get asked when people see this device in my videos, they want to know what it is. This is by a company called GoPro and it's called the Triad. Now unfortunately I don't think they sell it anymore. It is a great little device. You can attach all kinds of things to it, but I don't think it is available for purchase anymore. I did buy it on Amazon a few years back. If for some reason I can find it, I will link it down in the description of this video. So with all that said, let's just get right into some of the comparisons. Now for the first test, it's just a simple shake test. Basically I'm just doing this with the rig and we'll see how both handle that. We do it in two speeds, both slow and fast. So for this first test here, we're filming in linear. We're using horizon leveling. So let's take a look at that now. Now for the second test, again, we're going to be filming in linear with horizon leveling, but we're going to be shaking it quite a bit faster. So it's hard to tell, both do a pretty good job with that kind of shaking. But I would have to say that yes, indeed, the Hypersmooth 4.0 is a little bit better. Now in this next test here, we're going to be setting the cameras to a wide field of view, so horizon leveling is not enabled anymore. And again, we're going to be turning the camera side to side. Now this next test here, I'm shaking it quite a bit faster, so let's go ahead and take a look at the results. Now for this next test, I had both cameras mounted on my Traxxas X-Max. It's always a good way to test the stabilization because as you're zipping around, that car is rocking back and forth and there's all kinds of vibrations and different things going on. So it definitely is a good test for the stabilization. For this first test here, I just have the camera set to wide. Again, boost is on. Both cameras are filming in their highest resolution. Let's go ahead and take a look at the footage. Now it is hard to tell, both do an excellent job getting rid of all the jitter and bumps, but I would have to say the Hypersmooth 4.0 does make it a little bit smoother, but it is really hard to tell, both do an excellent job. Now in this next test here, I went up to an open field so I could get a little bit faster, and in this test I enabled horizon leveling, just for those sharp turns to keep things smooth. Now, what is interesting to note there is the Hero 10 Black, one of the new features on the lens cover here, it does have a hydrophobic coating. So that in theory is supposed to help prevent things like dust and debris, water from building up on the lens. Now, I have done actually some testing with it when I was at the beach the other day, and it actually does a pretty good job. But if you notice there in that video, I was getting a lot of water drops on the lens because the grass was wet and the tires were kicking up a lot of water. So I would have to say that hydrophobic coating works well if you dunk the camera in water, pull it out quick. You know, all that water is going to disappear right away. It doesn't do as good with like mist and water droplets, really fine particles. That's still going to stick to the lens. But definitely the footage was a little clearer. There was more water built up on the Hero 9. Now for this last little stabilization comparison, I'm just going to go for a simple walk along the beach. And I'm just kind of lollygagging along. I'm not doing the ninja walk or anything. So let's go ahead and we will take a look at that now. Now again, both did a great job there. Perhaps there's a little bit of extra polish on the Hypersmooth 4.0 footage, but at the end of the day, they both do well. Now, one of the biggest things you'll probably notice when using Hypersmooth 4.0 and horizon leveling, when the camera's going from side to side, it will keep the horizon level up until you get to a certain point. At a certain point, then the horizon will change. But they've greatly increased it with the Hero 10 Black. But if you take a quick look at this test here, you can see as I'm turning this, the Hero 9 Black goes crooked first before the Hero 10. So that is a great improvement, and that can definitely help with keeping things stable. So yeah, folks, that's just a quick stabilization comparison of the Hero 9 Black versus the Hero 10 Black. The Hero 9 Black has excellent stabilization. Well, I want to thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and got some value out of it. That's always greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And we'll see you in the next one.